Okay, so just doing some testing on the tablet to show the screen flickering. As you can see, currently about 2/3 battery, it's not charging. Screen's updating, fine. Brightness is set to about 25%. If I raise that brightness to 50%, obviously the screen's a bit brighter now. It's not flickering on here. However, it does. I have seen it flickering at this brightness. Just a few minutes ago, I was getting flickering at sort of 50%. But if I put the brightness right up, now it's doing it. So it's not doing it now, and it is doing it now. So, and it does seem to also relate slightly to the charge level. I think it does it less when the battery is sort of very full. I'm not entirely sure though. But so what I think it relates to is the rate that power is being drawn from the battery. So obviously the higher the screen brightness, the more is being pulled from the battery, and also as you're moving the screen and using the CPU, maybe that's using more. I'm not really sure. But if we, as you can see, if we put it down, it now seems to be fine. It does occasionally do it at sort of 50% brightness, doesn't seem to do it at about 30%, does seem to do it quite a lot at about 100% brightness. So this is how my daughter's been using it. She's just been using it on a slightly lower brightness for the last year or so, which is why we weren't really that aware of the issue, didn't know. So we're not seeing it now. Put the brightness back up. There, occasional flicker. It's fine when you're not moving the screen. Start scrolling, you get some flicker. That's at sort of 80%. But again, it's very intermittent and it's hard to know, not being an engineer, not having thoroughly debugged it, what the cause is, because it does seem to change behaviour slightly with the battery level, and the brightness is definitely a big factor. So I think it's to do with the current being drawn from the battery, the rate it's discharging or charging or whatever. But if you do search for this model and flickering screen, you see quite a few people who are saying that the solder points onto the battery can get warm and flex and degrade, and there's people who have fixed it by just reseating those cables. I don't really know. I've obviously not opened it up and not prepared to do that, but somebody else could probably fix this relatively easily if they knew what they're doing, or they could just run it at a lower screen brightness like my daughter was doing. Thanks.